Patreon RPG. I'm your host and GM, Richard White. I will be playing the role of Alliance Command, aka the Game Master, for this episode. Let's go through everybody. Joining me today is Matt Mavroides. Actually, I'm going out of order, but who are you playing, Matt?
I'm playing the very sleepy werewolf sniper, Garen.
Mm-hmm. Also joining us today is Matt Newt. Matt, who are you playing?
I am playing Seth Doran, all-around thief and ignorer of terrain features.
Also joining us is Mike Winnick. Mike, who are you playing?
I am playing the squadron's hotshot ace pilot Ewok and winner of the race that only he knew was going on.
And then joining us is Kevin Lentz. Kevin, who are you playing?
Trenton Creel, the party's conscience.
And finally, a new player, Black Sun patron, Dr. Hannah Penguin, is joining us today. Hannah, who are you playing?
I'm playing Talia, the Zeltron, who assassinates people and shoots shit.
Cool. All right, so this is a new player. It's the first time doing this. We're going to do quick histories before we kind of jump into what happened on the last session. Hannah, you've been filled in basically on what the squadron is about, but why don't you introduce Talia to the rest of the squadron?
All right, so we're going to roleplay this out? Am I just coming out of the base?
No. Like, okay, so like describe what your character tell us about it. Like the Twitter linked bio of Talia, because I don't do what is the last name?
Yeah. I don't give my last name out. That's something people are going to have to work for.
I'm fine with that.
There's history behind that.
So, but yeah, basically give us, because I don't want you to read me a goddamn novel, but give me the
synopsis on the back of the book.
Yeah, the Twitter length rundown of your character.
So she's the Zeltron. She's one of the red-skinned ones. She's got white hair. She's
what is a Zeltron? I actually don't know this.
Okay, well, so we basically come from the biggest party planet ever. We just have a good time. That's all we do. We have pheromones. Those are fun. We get to make people do stuff with pheromones. But we're apparently gullible. So, like, you get to add black dyes to certain checks. I'll let you know when that comes up. Talia herself is an assassin. She's a bounty hunter. She's just... Her whole thing is she likes to sabotage the Empire. Her backstory, I've kind of worked on it with Newt, is that essentially I was in the prison he was in, and I was in there on purpose. I probably took the contract out on an ISB agent, stole his gun, killed him. That was fun. Empire said, fuck having a trial for you, you crazy bitch. Why don't you just get exiled and never come back to Imperial space again? Because you killed 2 ISB agents now. So
you joined the rebels at that point because what else is there to do?
Well, they were jailbreaking us, so I was like, okay. I mean, I like killing Imperials. You want me to kill Imperials?
Yeah, congratulations, you've been rescued.
I don't rescued, thanks. Yeah.
Do not resist. Cool. All right. Why don't so since we've kind of described the other characters here, so here's what I want you guys to do. Double Matt's, Mike, and Kevin, write down in your bio the name Talia. Talia, go ahead and write down Seth, Garen, Ketch, and Triton.
Okay.
Just write their names down.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, there we go.
I can't wait until Dante shows up.
Yes.
Well, she's not a droid, so
yeah, exactly. It's not going to work because she's not a droid. All right, so I'm not sure what makes more sense. I'm going to actually have. All right, so as last time, when it's your turn, you pick one of the things. You may have already picked some of them. There might not be a lot left. And then you on somebody else's turn, you do whatever it says. So let's go ahead and start with Seth, and then I'll let Hannah go last here. Seth, how does and this is what you're describing is how that character knows your character, not the other way around. How that character knows your character. So Seth, how does Talia know Seth?
Well, like she had said, when Seth was stuck in that Imperial prison, Talia was in there as well. He had no idea of what her backstory was, and during a riot managed to sneak a knife to her because he's like, oh, no, she needs to be able to defend herself, and she went off to kill multiple people.
Nice.
He is convinced she is defenseless and harmless.
So -2.
Yeah. So what does that put you with her? What is her history then?
Let's see. Her history with me. Let's see. I don't know. I think she probably knows him pretty well because, Seth is kind of a transparent guy.
Okay. So what's that number?
+1.
Cool. All right, Garen. How does Talia know Garen?
How does Talia know Garen? By reputation.
What's your reputation with her?
Well, she seems to be someone who really enjoys killing Imperials a lot. So she probably heard about this crazy former mercenary wolf man who got in a bunch of trouble for killing a lot of Imperials.
Sure.
It's by what reputation you might know my character by. I have an alter ego. It will come up when it comes up. I already talked to Ricky about that.
Anyways, how does Talia know Garen then? What's that? What number should she write down?
That's what it was. She might have. I don't know if we've ever met.
Okay.
That's fair.
It's still. I mean, you got to. I mean, at some point, you know of each other either by reputation or in person. So she knows something about your character.
We're going along a similar plot thread as far as how we'd handle business. So that's kind of a grudging respect, even though we don't know each other that well. Like, you do you.
All right. So how well? What number from?
I would just give it a +1.
Okay. Cool. Ketch. How well does Talia know Ketch?
Depends. How tuned into Imperial intelligence reports is she?
That's I don't know, Talia. How untuned are you?
Oh, I have ways and sources. I'm on the ebb and flow. I know what's going on.
So she's heard of what's my number again, Ricky? Echo something.
Let's look that up. Did I send that to you in?
You sent me a snippet of it at one point.
Is it Echo 7? I'm trying to figure out what Ketch is.
Echo 12.
Echo 12.
Yeah.
So I would say that's how she knows me, is just by a random number of like
so
Echo 12.
she knows that you're Echo. So she knows that you're Echo 12.
Yeah, I've probably heard of the experiment actually. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that works out perfect. Yeah, so she knows about the where I was being experimented on and a little bit of about that program, I guess. And that somebody escaped.
Does she know where they touched you?
I don't know.
Where they touched you?
So what number is that then?
That's a good question. I mean, is 0 not? I forget. It's been a while.
0 is a number. It's fine.
I think 0. It probably just heard of me, but not good or bad. Just oh hey, it's an Ewok that goes by a number.
All right, cool. Go ahead and write that down. Triton. How well does Talia know Triton?
Quick question first. Are we still using the thing that we had to tell everyone? Like, yep. I had something where I had to pick one person, and then everyone else had to tell a different thing, and they were a -1. Mm-hmm. Is that what we're using, right?
Yeah. For the most part, she knows you had a -1 because of your
Yeah. So way that she knows me, I'm probably the only person that there's rumors about using the Force in this sector.
Mm-hmm.
So I would assume that would be the first way that I know her.
Well, you've been.
I don't know.
You've been an operator in the sector for a while, right?
Yeah.
Because what were you primarily doing in the sector? Were you like a cop? Were you like just like?
Oh no.
No. Like, what kind of shit were you doing?
Well, we were infiltrating bases and trying to build like a small the rebel resistance out here, because this sector wasn't originally populated with resistance or rebels. So we kind of founded it and continued creating raids during that process and building it.
Yeah, it's easily
possible. So she probably has heard from the origin of the rebels in this area.
Mm-hmm. Cool. So that's a -1 though, because you kind of keep people. You kind of keep.
Yeah, I mean, I'm probably like mysterious and like an enigma maybe for her, since A, I'm using the Force, but B, I'm one of the old people that have been here for a while.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. So write down a -1. All right, now Talia, you're gonna go around and tell these other characters how well they know you. I gave you the standard shit that we give for histories with Apocalypse World. So, how well does Seth know you?
Well, Talia, when she got into prison, she's like, when she met Seth, she's like, oh boy, they're gonna find out he's not good for physical labor, so that's not gonna be good. So she kind of protected him, looked out for him. She could talk people down, so she used that to make sure he was kind of, just not bothered by people. So, and then when the prison riot started, he thought she was defenseless. Well, she may not be good with the combat knife, but she knows how to kill people. So that was surprising.
So what does that put you? What does that put Seth? How well does he know you as like a numerical value?
+2. I already have it in my bio because
that's for
okay.
Seth. Yeah, Seth writes that down. Yeah, he writes that down.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. So how well does Garen know you?
I have respect for Garen. I've heard of what he's done. Not obviously from people he's done things to, because they probably end up dead, but I've heard of his work. I'm an assassin. I definitely respect people who can.
Yeah, but it's how well he knows your character.
What?
Yeah. How well does he know Talia?
I don't know. I'm new. Okay, so apparently he's at. I can't mute.
Yeah, you could do a +1 as well. You figure it out? You're all right?
Does she know she's
Sorry, trying to figure out mute.
That's okay.
We bumped into each other in a hallway. There we go.
Oh, that's great.
Well, but then it goes away.
You're back. Yay.
Okay. Yeah. We both probably met each other in a hallway or both covered with some other dude's blood, and we're like, just did the respectful nod.
Respect. So he writes down what?
+1.
Okay, cool.
You kill people, I kill people.
How well does Ketch know you?
Oh, I put that in my bio. I think he's an Ewok and he's adorable, and he's been terribly mistreated by whoever did those experiments on him. I think he's just the most adorable little fuzzy thing that can walk and talk on 2 legs. So he's got what?
A plus. It looks like a +2. So write down a +2, Ketch.
And that is why Dante brings him when he goes looking for ladies.
Yes, it is.
And it still doesn't work.
I know.
And how well does Triton know you?
I am naturally leery of Force sensitives. I don't like to talk about it. So by the fact that someone's rumored to be able to possibly do some of that weird voodoo witchcraft is just scary, but I'm not, as long as they're not like out there doing Imperial shit, that's if they're fighting the Imperials and fucking them up, that's okay with me. It's just maybe a -1 for now because it's just kind of
you keep your
weird.
distance. Cool. All right, so let's everything's done. Let's talk about last session. Who remembers what we did last time? Someone tell me when last we left our heroes. What were we doing?
Catch lost a flying competition.
I won a flying competition. Thank you very much.
You were
I believe I touched down first. Thank you very much.
That's untrue. I was waiting for you guys.
Here's C95.
Actually, no.
We were checking on the Bodrin cell, making some connections, gambling away some money to them.
So you reached Bodrin. You had to fly through a pretty deep canyon, and you landed on Bodrin Base. What'd you guys do when you got to Bodrin Base?
Found the mess hall and started losing money to the locals.
Started working on my X-Wing for no reason whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
Started checking out the base. Decided to get sneaky, and then caught.
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
so you found a device that kind of seemed out of place and was operating. And right as you were kind of going to go walk to report back, you were stopped by Major Bess, and he kind of was not. Anyways, he was starting to question you, and we stopped you there. What else were you guys doing? Anything else of note?
Talking to the people on top.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You talked to the administrator, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So that was administrator. Senior advisor Centena Hayes.
Okay.
You spoke with her and her assistant. Anyways, just to let's start this off. And Talia, I think we had agreed that you are a part of Vortex Squadron, and have been sort of working with them on Bodrin, and kind of leave that there, right? You might be muted. Anyways, so
Roll for initiative? What?
let's go ahead and start with Garen. We'll start where we picked off last. Garen, Commander or Captain Hess, it kind of
He's promoted every second.
Mm-hmm. He's like a in his late 40s, sort of kind of old school pilot, and he looks at you and asks what you are doing here and what is that equipment that you brought in. I need to know.
So I give a quick salute and bark out, Flight Lieutenant and Garen, Gorak Squadron.
Yeah, because you just got promoted, man.
Yeah, that's right. I flipped the coin for which one it was.
Oh shit! Let's do. We need to do some shit. I forgot. Let's roll Destiny.
All right.
Let's do this before I make you start rolling dice.
You good to go? Oh.
Add a light side for me.
What the heck? What's going on here?
Do I got to come in and save all your butts?
Open my sheet. Jeez. Oh, jeez. It was minimized. That's what's going on. Boop. No, bugger.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
Oh, this is just beautiful. This is just so good. I'm going to add a light side, so 4 to 8. Good job, guys. You're great. I am going to re-roll for obligation and Talia, what's your obligation? Is it 10?
Yes.
Doing it right. All right. So
is my sabotage apparently.
All right. So let's go roll duty. Nothing. Good job. And obligation.
Oh no.
And Werelow's not here. You guys got lucky. All right, so a big fat stinking nothing could be worse. Anyways, so what? So you salute and say who you are. And he's like, I've heard a lot about Gorak Squadron. You boys,
yes,
you boys were responsible for the assault.
I've been we're utilizing my skills to test your defenses and security. Frankly, sir, I find them lacking. I was going to file a report on it soon.
All right, so go ahead and give me a leadership or because you're not lying, are you?
No.
So I'd say leadership or charm, your choice.
Wolfman charm.
So it's not going to matter. So normally, I would be rolling a 1 for either of these checks.
Mm-hmm.
But as Ricky has done arranged for the last 2 sessions, I'm going to use my once per game to use my agility to roll this.
Okay, so I'm going to let you do this because that's what the rules say. But you have to tell me how you're using your agility.
Sure.
I mean, I believe in you. I believe in you.
So listen. So as I was doing the speech before, I was acting it out with different jumping back and forth, hiding behind things, just putting on a real performance. I was hand talking to him.
All right, so
pay more attention to my hand actions.
So, are you doing leadership or are you doing
It's you know what? We'll say the Wolfman charm.
All right, so his willpower is a 3. And I'm giving you a black dice for your disadvantage. You rolled the disadvantage in the first place. I'm keeping this going.
That's a tough one threat there. I get caught in. Okay. All right. Cool.
You're not caught. I mean, you got to explain yourself, man.
Yeah. No, it's cool. He's got my explanation. Just let me know when I have to roll.
All right. I'm ready. Let's see it.
Cool. It's not going to be that bad if we fail anyway, so we'll see. Woohoo!
Nice.
That is so
Look at
good.
it.
Damn, that's one convincing answer.
All right, so
sir, I found these broken machines here.
So Captain Bess looks at you and is a little surprised at how fearsome you are, and I think that what he kind of gets from you, because I think this is pretty Garen-ish, is that he looks like you just let him off the hook because he and you both know that you could kill him, right? So the fact that you haven't yet means that you're probably not up to anything or something. Not to mention that he's heard about Gorak Squadron, and you're clearly a badass. So he looks at you and says, "So what have you found out about this piece of equipment?"
Well, frankly, sir, I just arrived. It seems to have been have I seen enough of it to say it was sabotaged?
No, it isn't. What was it? It was sabotaged, so it was broken equipment, right? Didn't mean to be there. I think it was actually working.
Yeah, I don't know if we identified what it was, but it was
yeah. No, it's clearly operational.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's just seems weird that's in this back hangar bay.
He looks at you and he's like, "I think you're right.
Can you tell me what it does, sir?
I've never seen this before, actually. We need to get this checked out by security. Garen, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, let's make it back up to the office. We need to get this checked out, or he shouts out for like a guard-looking guy, a hup guy. Johnson, come over here, and says to like guard this area and make sure that no one comes in or out without my expressed approval. And then it's like, all right, let's go. And he looks at you, pats you on the shoulder, and let's go.
So I don't know if you had used my 3 advantage for something yet.
I mean, some of it, yeah. But if you've got something specific you're interested in, I mean, you got 3 advantage, so sure.
Well, I have a data pad, so I was hoping to be able to kind of like connect to whatever this machine is.
Oh, are you going to say that you want to hack this thing?
Well, I mean, get readings off of it essentially.
Yeah, sure.
Say,
no,
okay,
like I didn't think you'd do that. So yeah, he's not going to stop you if you say, yeah, I'm equipped to handle this situation.
Yes. Major, if you don't mind, I'd like to run a quick diagnostic on this machine, try and figure out what it is.
Absolutely.
Could be dangerous.
Yeah. All right, so let's go ahead and I'm going to have you make a hard computers check.
Or you could send the astromech.
Who needs those buckets of bolts? Okay.
I mean, that could always be a backup plan.
Not gonna be anything special, but here we go.
Actually, hold up. I did this wrong. I want a possibility.
It looks pretty right to me.
I want a possibility of something very bad happening. So,
okay.
Yeah. Actually, you know what? I'll spend a dark side point for that. I'll happily spend one.
We'll clearly have to spend a light side point.
Okay, fair enough. Let me upgrade you.
All right. I freaking lost computers. There it is.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
You kind of get on your data pad, and when you plug it in, the data pad almost immediately starts to get hot because there's so much data going back and forth. But you've bought that thing like specifically to like hack into computers and stuff, and it handles it, and you pull off that this device is sending out some sort of transmission, and it's pretty powerful. You're not sure what it does, and then you as you're starting to investigate that, the data pad just burns to the point where it becomes unusable, and you can either shut it down or it's gonna melt.
Oh yeah, shut it down.
Yeah.
I don't know why not.
Yeah.
Major, I think whatever this is, we need to shut it down. It seems to be sending off some sort of signal.
I wonder if that is the reason our guidance the communications have been low and our guidance systems haven't been working. We'll get this sorted out. Absolutely. Let me see if I can't find some. Let me see if we can't get the slicer to turn this thing off and figure out what's going on.
I'm gonna calm Seth.
Okay.
Seth, you're good at breaking stuff, right?
Define breaking.
Possible powerful transmitters.
Oh yeah, Seth, you're currently being You currently have the chat with. Didn't you get sat down to chat with the old man?
Yeah, he bought me a beer and a shot, and I'm taking those to the meeting.
Oh right, I forgot you already got right past him with your charm. All right, cool.
Yeah, I'm having trouble answering my comm because I got a beer in one hand and a shot in the other, but sure.
Nice. All right, so
get to the auxiliary hangar bay.
Sure.
All right, so
Ricky, I can't move my token.
Let's see here.
Is anyone else better at computers? I don't remember.
Mm-hmm.
The astromech.
So,
Not taking the droid.
So, Ketch, you are currently working on your X-wing in the bay. Let's see here. Did you roll for your repair check?
I did not. I don't think. Although, unless someone wants that astromech, though, I think I'm gonna have my astromech assist me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sure.
So.
Absolutely, he can absolutely assist you.
All right. Let me know when you're ready.
Let's see here. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead and roll. Let's see here. I don't actually know what the difficulty is. How hurt is your X-wing right now?
Oh crap! I just had it a second ago. I think I might have gotten rid of it. I think I took 2 or 3 trauma.
Yeah, and that's like less than half, right?
Yes.
I'm going to call that average. It might be easy, but I'm going to call it average and live with it.
Yeah, let's see. Well, this is for damage control. Damage to hull trauma, system strain less than half is easy.
Yeah, easy. Done.
Okay. And I guess I'll go ahead and add a blue dice in since the 2 of us are working on that. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
All right, you ready?
Yep, done. Ha! Ha!
Optimized! Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know how to use a triumph here.
No, I actually do have an idea here. So, have you ever seen a Verpine before?
Yes, I have.
Let me go ahead and see if I can't find a picture of one really quickly.
I've got one in my character editor here. Let's see.
Anyways, a Verpine walks up to you. Let me see here. And, in like sort of like weird looking overalls and like it's got like, little, hydro spanners and wrenches and stuff and laser, like fusion cutters, like hanging off of like all of its little pockets and stuff, and walks up to you and you hear him clicking behind you like he's just watching you work and doesn't want to bother you, but like every so often when you're doing something and you're doing it like to what he thinks is wrong, he starts clicking more. And then like you fix it and he's kind of like stops and he's like enamored with you while you're fixing this thing. And this thing, you're fixing your X-Wing, and this thing is probably, because you're super tiny, I don't know, probably 3 times your size and height, but maybe this may be the same size and actual mass. Because
they're insects. They're tall and gangly and insectoid.
It walks up to you and asks you if you've worked on this X-Wing before. Like he thinks that you're doing beautiful work.
Well, yes, this is. I try to take care of it myself.
How do you fly this thing being so small?
Prosthetics.
He asks if he can look.
Go right ahead. Motions up to the X-Wing.
Climbs up into the X-Wing and checks out that you've got like leg implants, right, and then like arm implants, like to fly, and he just starts clicking and in what you guess is a happy fashion, and he says this is one of the most hilarious and therefore exciting and interesting things I've seen in months. Would you mind if I took a look at your ship? I think with your lessened mass, we can add some power to another location.
Go right ahead.
So Click is going to apply the jury-rigged talent to a weapon of your choice on the ship.
Oh, what does that do?
I'm actually not sure, other than I know that it, whenever it's used.
Holy crap!
Jury rigged allows you to apply a modification beyond what it can normally hold.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. I feel like the lasers are going to get the most utility out of.
Lower that crit rating, bro.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be awesome.
I'm into that. What is your crit rating?
Let's see. I think is anybody else having trouble with Roll20 where it got rid of all the weapons on there?
I'm not sure.
I'll give me a
look
second.
up jury rigged while I have the opportunity to do that.
Should have it up here in a second.
No, my stuff's still there.
It might all disappeared for some reason. I had all the stats plugged in for the X-Wing, and
I mean, they're just regular medium lasers, right? So they're
crit 3.
You increase the damage of the weapon by 1.
Holy crap! So it's damage 7.
Yeah.
very good.
And it's still linked
and you decrease the advantage cost for criticals by 1.
He double jury rigs it. That's awesome.
Oh, awesome!
Ooh, I'm scared of.
Oh no, you get your choice of weapon by 1 or decrease.
Okay.
The crit.
I would absolutely take the weapon increase because linked.
Yeah, I think so. I'll take the weapon increase.
All right, so please mark down that if you generate 2 disadvantage or a despair, the weapon becomes damaged when you use it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, so he starts working on your ship. Talia, you are working on the air speeders as you are about to head out on a reconnaissance mission. You guys do these every 1,200 hours. I don't know, whatever's a good amount of time to do reconnaissance. Matt, how often should these guys do reconnaissance?
At a place like this, probably daily.
Okay, so yeah, so they can do every 12 hours. And you've been told that some of the new people are going to be flying with you, and you see that Echo. You see what you think is Echo 12, who apparently you think is adorable. Working on an X-Wing and talking to your good buddy Click. What do you do?
Click.
Yeah.
If he's able to make friends with Click, then he's definitely. I mean, he's gonna be a good guy.
Has Click worked on any of your weapons before?
Oh yeah, he's worked on a lot of my stuff. He's a good friend.
Let's just see if you do me a favor. Do you have a charm check?
I can do a charm check, sure.
This is like a retroactive. Did you convince him to work on your shit?
Okay.
I've already got the difficulty built. Feel free to roll charm.
Skills. All right, let me figure this out real quick. And
do your pheromones come into play there?
Yes, yes, they do.
What does that add?
Oh, 1 advantage. That's all.
Okay, cool. It's built in.
Roll. Let's go. Just all advantages.
I'll let you do it. It's fine. Makes sense. All right. So, do you want to improve your guns, or you can improve one weapon that you possess, either your Z95 or say maybe if you've got blasters or something.
I mean, I have a Mark II Paladin, so that's a thing.
All right, so you can either decrease the crit rating or increase its damage if you like.
Oh my gosh, it's already... sorry. More damage. More damage. All the damage.
Yeah, so if you increase it by 1, don't forget that to write down that if you roll a 2 disadvantage or a despair, I can damage that. I can damage that ship if I want to.
My ship? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. I'll make a note of it.
Let's see here and seal. Okay. Cool. So what do you do when you see that A, teddy bear, and B, all right, cool. So you should be able to see Click in your handouts if you want to get an idea what this thing looks like. Anyway, so what do you do when you see the teddy bear that you've been looking for fixing an X-wing? Also, presumably, you know that they are part of the. They're going to be following you in the on the reconnaissance mission.
The other question is, would I have known that Seth ended up with this squadron? I know he ended up with the rebels.
100%,
but...
yes. And you would know that this guy's this Ewok is part of their repertoire.
As in, like, he's an asset? I'm trying to, like...
No. The Ewok is part of Gorak Squadron, and you've heard of them because you know that they've been doing some heavy operation. They're like, so the group you're with are kind of like local government that have basically decided to join the rebellion and to secretly join, and you've kind of been hanging out with them, and Gorak Squadron's here because they're basically from the Big Boy Rebellion, are there and basically overseeing, communications, all that stuff. So you're familiar with the Gorak Squadron, and that Seth is a part of it, and so is Ketch. I mean, this is also kind of like your opportunity to get the hell off of this planet and into the real action.
That's fair. I walk over to Ketch, and I said, "So, Click, you think this guy does good work?"
Yeah, Click Click. He just buzzes and clicks a lot as he's messing around in the back of behind the seat, throwing wires out and stuff. It's something about needs less mess. So and that's the reaction you get out of him, which is because he normally just fixes stuff and goes about his day to day, but it's weird stuff interests him, and he's just all excited.
Yeah.
It's these prosthetics are he's just loving.
Yeah. Okay. I go up to Ketch, or what I know him as is his project number, I suppose, that I got out of some guy that worked for the Empire. And I say, man, when I heard about them, I guess, experimenting on Ewoks, I didn't expect them to keep their most cuddliest qualities. I figured they would make them scary, but you're just so gosh darn adorable, aren't you?
Well, the brain implants didn't really affect the furriness, so
Do I now? I have to go ahead and say, out of character, Seth and I don't actually know each other's names, but I know him by another name. So do I see what looks like the person I saw in prison anywhere?
You know that character went into the main hangar bay. I imagine you could find that out if you wanted to.
Well, I mean, do I need to make a perception check?
Or you could just ask Ketch.
I mean, I can only describe him. I don't know his actual name. I have a nickname for him.
Okay.
So I don't think that Ketch would know the nickname.
Well, if you want to go, if you want to go track him down, you absolutely can.
Well, I'm probably going to ask Ketch because he would know where he went.
All right, then
part of his squad.
But then what do you say?
I was scrawny kid, has really sticky fingers, gets into people's stuff, thief-like, really, really just kind of sweet. I don't know. He does.
What would you describe Seth's philosophy on things, items? How would you describe it to Ketch?
Basically, if you're holding on to it, it's yours.
Oh, you mean how to say this? You mean how no one owns anything unless it's nailed down? Oh, I think I know him. He went that way, and I point whichever direction you went, Seth.
Okay. I say, well, it's going to be great working with you. You're just so adorable when you start damaging things with that wonderful ship that it's just going to throw everybody off. It's going to be really fun. Nice. Can't wait to work with you. If
right.
Click likes you, I like you.
Okay, he kind of waves goodbye. He's a little confused. He still can't understand why everyone keeps calling him cute. He probably hasn't looked it up yet in the dictionary. He assumed it means a fearsome warrior or something.
I mean, that's what you were programmed to do, so that makes sense.
So,
Yep.
Triton in the offices, as you're like kind of speaking with the advisor, they get a message that there is a priority 2 item in the auxiliary hangar, and they want to go check it out. Do you want to go with the general to check the item out? They invite you to come with, mostly because they want your sort of take on the situation and what. Basically, they're looking to you for advice, right?
To me?
Mm-hmm. Remember, the advisors were very interested in the rebellion stake, and you were the first person to show up.
Oh, that's right. We're here to check out if they're good enough or whatever. Yeah. Okay.
Well, they're converting, but you guys are kind of deciding what sort of training they need, and just sort of like meet cute, like the military.
All right, point me the way.
All right, so you guys meet up in the auxiliary hangar, and by that point, Seth has and
yeah, I can't move my token.
Oh, really?
The auxiliary hangar is number 7.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't move mine either.
I can move mine.
I don't mind.
Strange.
There we go.
All right. Anyways, you meet up in the area. We're looking at a device to give you an idea what this device looks like. Not to foreshadow at all, but you see a device that looks sort of like that thing attached to a crate.
How big is it?
Is it the crate on the bottom or the crate's on top?
It's on the. They're on the bottom. Anyways, and
all right, good night.
anyways, so Seth is starting to work on this thing and hack into it, and you all sort of show up. I think that Garen's already there. Triton would show up maybe a little bit before Talia, because Talia went to the Ness Hall to find him, and then, hey, what are y'all doing here? And the locals actually know who you are. Seth, you start hacking into this thing. Go ahead and give me, I guess, a computer's check.
Okay. I like
Can I assist him, considering I've been...
Or actually, it depends who's actually doing the hacking. Seth's like, oh yeah, I could clearly hack, and then Triton goes, bro.
Yeah, no. Triton can absolutely hack this thing. Seth breaks things. When you said, can I break things? Sure. Break into them?
Is there, what kind of an interface does this thing have?
You feel
USB-C.
like you've got... Yeah, it's got a USB port or some shit the Star Wars USB port that you could get that could hack into.
Or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, the R2D2 penis thing.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm assuming I have a data pad that I can use.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely you do.
All right, I'll plug in and
I hold up mine and say, be careful.
All right. Does anyone aid him?
Sure.
Yeah, I'll get in there.
Yeah. All right. So you kind of help him hack. Go ahead and give me a computer's check, not Dante, Triton.
All right. You have the difficulty ready?
Yep.
Holy cow!
Mm-hmm.
Womp womp.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no.
Also, I do know what the price of two disadvantages. Your data pad overheats, and because I just did it to Garen. We're just gonna run through data pads, but it overheats, and because of like the data transfer, and you get nothing out of it before you could even start to hack it. Mm-hmm.
Seems weird. I look at Seth. Did you?
I don't know.
Something?
Don't look at me. You bought a Samsung.
So, what do you guys want to do with this thing? It's now destroyed 2 data pads. It's certainly not. By the way, this for the record, this is not normal.
Did we say that everyone is now gathered there? Or
yeah, and it's transmitting something.
Well,
Catch raises his hand and go, I know a guy.
You try and hotwire it.
Yeah, you guys can try and just break it from transmitting if you want.
Who's
Can I call the astromech? See if we can break an astromech too. That might not be a good idea, actually.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Wait a second. That's a great idea.
Oh, God damn it.
So is this thing like sealed or?
Yeah. For the most part, like you had to pry something open to even like get to like hack it.
Okay. Maybe if we just try straight up sabotaging it.
Yeah. Give me a skullduggery check.
Sure. Ready?
I like sabotage. I love sabotaging shit.
Give me a second here. All right, ready.
What? Oh shit!
All right, let's call the astromech. I think that's
oh god!
I love how we aced our way through this amazing twisty, turny, windy pilot thing, and we are defeated by a blinking light. We found our true nemesis.
All right.
What are you doing, Seth?
Wait, what? Who? Hey, Red! What?
I was making a reference. Oh, hi, Borback.
Oh shit! Could you not call me that here?
Can you?
I don't even know your name. What do you want me to call you? You? That's not any better.
No, Seth Doran. We never did get time to get truly introduced. Red.
As he begins echoing.
That's because we're in the same exact room.
Oh.
Yeah, so you guys run into each other.
All right.
At this point,
Hi, Seth.
At this point,
now that I know your name,
the general just like looks at everyone and says, "All right, I'm done with this. We're breaking this thing." And he goes and gets. This is a failure, so this is what I'm doing here. He goes and gets like a grenade type, a couple of grenades, like duct tapes the goddamn.
Whoa. I'm going to stop him. What are you doing?
Yeah, he's like, we need to destroy this thing.
I'll just turn on the lightsaber and give it a jingle and be like, okay, not waste the explosives.
So everyone in the room, like who, because there's the general and the captain. Actually, I'm going to say the captain. Yeah, he's still there. And they both, those two guys just like go quiet and their eyes bright open, like get wide. Talia, you just saw him whip out a lightsaber, which I don't think you'd ever seen one of those before, right?
Not this close.
So they sort of like flip. They sort of like look at you, and they kind of like talk to you a little bit differently, even though they knew a little. They heard rumors certainly.
I'm gonna lean over to Triton, say show off.
I was conserving resources.
Yeah, conserve, and so they sort of nod and
that's
say,
a nice don't.
I'm not sure what that was, but I don't think it was good. And our communications have been sort of inconsistent in the last week or so. Currently, only 6 of us No, wait, hold up. 7 of us, if I can count, right? 5e plus 2. Know of this. We've what should we do?
Okay, given that I have one, does this look at all like a comms jammer?
Well,
did it before it was modified by a lightsaber?
Go ahead and give me a mechanics check.
Sure, here goes.
Hold up. Actually, no. Okay, good. You got it. Yeah, it does. But it is of a design that you've never seen before. Not just like we're talking like everything about it. Like so, most of the time it's done via, like programming. This is like almost pure voltage.
So it's definitely a jamming device of some sort, but it's kind of complicated and crude at the same time. I can barely understand it.
Yeah.
Where was this found originally?
That's Garen to answer.
I'm sorry, you couldn't hear Triton. What was the question?
Where was this found originally?
Right here. Can we tell whether or not it was brought in from the outside or constructed in the base?
The general speaks up and says, "I imagine that this sort of equipment would have some sort of record, right? That's not my specialty. That would be either the advisor or her lieutenant, but certainly there's plenty of people that would have the ability to bring something in here."
I don't like the sound of that.
And the captain says, "That's right, General. Anyone who flies in or out. Now we monitor those, but I'm not sure. Let's see who." Then they go and it's like cargo B1138 on the container.
This couldn't fit on a starship.
Yeah,
Or
it could have. Oh, it absolutely could have.
A starfighter?
Not a fighter, no.
That's what I meant to say.
Yeah, not a.
How many raiders come in and out of the station or the base?
Certainly we get resupplied about once a week from whatever freighters we trust. There's maybe 6 or 12.
Do any of them use the auxiliary hangar, or do they use the main hangar?
Most of them here use the auxiliary hangar. We only use the main hangar for either government trusted people in our organization or the Rebel Alliance itself.
How long did you say these communication disruptions have been going on?
For the past week or so.
So then we'll need the logs of all the auxiliary ships that have come in the past week or so.
We'll start to pull those. That being said, the captain's like, unfortunately, it might have to wait. We do have a patrol that we have to go on, and we need the pilots right now.
Well, we could probably help fly the patrol if you could get more guys working on this.
That's absolutely. And the general's like, you can have my word on it. I'll only use people I trust.
Yeah, come on, Ketch. We can show them a bit of fancy flying. Show them how this is really done.
Yep.
All right, so let me
kind of want to take Seth and Triton aside and ask, we were sent here to check the space out. Do we want to leave someone behind to make sure no funny business happens?
I volunteer. I'll invest.
I'm going to ask you very kindly not to.
Oh, I won't. Or investigate.
I don't mean to. Okay, look, I will let you do some investigation before you go. That being, I'm not going to stop you from that. But for the love of God, I'm not saying that this part is on rails. I'm asking you kindly to find it in your heart of hearts as players. I will spend a dark side point.
All right.
I will have.
How hard is it on a DM when you split the party multiple ways? I mean, God.
Especially 4 ways, like we did to poor Newt.
Oh boy, yeah. I mean, you could bribe me like this, Newt. I'll take it. I'll happily take bribes.
A second dark side point.
It's too late now.
Yeah.
Or we all go separate directions.
All right, so I will go ahead and since you do want to do some sort of investigative, if you do have something you want to do before you leave, like he says that that you get some rest and maybe get some chow at the mess hall because we're leaving in 30 minutes.
30. Oh, damn it. 30 minutes is not enough time to drink these.
It is if you have friends.
Do you need some help with those big boy drinks?
I'm finding a locker to put them in for later.
Sure.
That's just disrespectful to that alcohol.
All right, so what do you guys have anything that you do want to do before you leave?
Just make sure the ships are refueled and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. We're taking speeders?
Yeah, you're taking specific speeders designed for the canyon.
Cool.
Oh.
Yeah.
Mine's the black one. No touchy.
Garen touches it.
You see me fiddling with a combat knife, and you can tell you're already testing my patience. I mean, I'm doing crazy shit with it. I may not be able to stab with it really well, but I am trying not to want to stab you because you're supposed to be a friend.
Yeah, so that's a good point. You guys are killers, both by you know each other both by reputation and both as like killers in certain fashions. You're both great with the rifle, but Talia is a little bit more infiltration, and Garen's a little infiltration and like sort of in front of everybody, and whereas Garen's more of like your stealth, standard like sniper.
Hold on a sec. I'm pretty sure my stealth's actually pretty good.
Yeah, but you do more. But you sort of lie and sneak your way in, whereas he just like sneaks to the best vantage point and murders you.
I mean, the other thing is I can probably convince somebody to stand still while I drive the knife through them. It's not
either way.
terrible.
That's I'm kind of getting off track here. When you guys do kind of see each other, because Garen does sort of just he knows who you are, and Garen, you do purposely just kind of like, sort of touch her ship a little bit. Like, how do you respond?
An appreciative tap. Just
So Talia, what do you do?
Well, I was fidgeting with my knife. I just kind of stop and say, "I like you. You know when to push the boundaries, just a little, just enough."
Garen, what do you say to that?
I just grin toothily.
Give him a thumbs up.
I had a lot of teeth. I mean, you might as well flash him.
All right. Is there anything else that y'all are doing? Any sort of investigation? I do want to try, and I do want to give you your opportunity to. I will even let you kind of give the general an idea of what he should do with security. Like, give him like these are my suggestions, or whatever.
Could I do a quick walk around and see, just with general sneaky guy experience, if there's an easy infiltration place that someone might have snuck in to bring this in?
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead and give me a. I'm going to say perception in the end.
Sure. Ready?
Yep.
Can I give a system with them? Oh, never mind.
I'm going to bank that disadvantage.
Of course you are.
And because I have an idea now. But yeah, you do notice that there are just like on what was it, Octo? What was the Octo was no on Crate, literally on Crate, where they had those sort of like tunnels and canyons that came into the base that were sort of secret. You find tunnels and canyons that come into the base that are definitely not advertised. Like there's like you basically like kind of go around and you run it. You accidentally trip, knock your head into a wall. Because of course that's funny. But it rings hollow on the other side. It vibrates instead of like a thud, and you're like, what the fuck? And you like pry open the side, and there's like some tunnels and shit that you can go through, and you kind of go around, and you notice that there are at least 3 or 4 spots in the base that's possible from, that you've counted before you come back.
Okay, so yeah, there are all sorts of places people could have snuck in and out of here if they knew about them.
Okay. Triton. So what are you telling the general? What was your plan?
So with that found, does the general know about these tunnels?
I'll say he's like, we do. That is, he sort of sighs because I'm sorry. I know that we're joining the rebellion, but I do not trust new people. That is how we've got tunnels throughout the canyon to get to battle emplacements and sort of hide if we need to. Now, sometimes they're infested with those rock tea that you encountered on the way in, but the space does have some entry points that you wouldn't know if you looked.
So it's not out of the question that it didn't come from a ship that possibly came from someone on the inside.
Seeing the size of that thing, there are some tunnels that I think that they could have gotten that through.
You don't have any surveillance in this room, right?
The auxiliary hangars?
Yeah.
We could check our records. Certainly it'd take a minute to go through, but yeah.
Someone probably fiddled with the footage if it was, though, but you can look through it. Yeah. If you do have it, where is that footage stored?
It would be in our offices.
Does everyone
No, command and control. It'd be in command and control.
Is that a limited access room, or can any troop technically walk in there?
Let's call it technically limited access. We call people there, and they report to the room, and we give them orders, but only officers and certain personnel are allowed in without the express request of command and control, like yourselves.
Okay. Are there any droids that we could use? So, like, if you scanned this room for that device with a droid manually, would they have found it?
They might. We haven't actually done that.
I mean, we should at least do a sweep to make sure there's not more that we haven't found.
Okay. So you want to do a sweep of the command and control?
Yeah.
Okay. What else do you want to do? Or what else do you want them to do?
We can't block off those tunnels because they might need them. I want to try to keep the research done by droids that might not be tampered with, like our droids instead of your droids, if possible. Because don't we have a couple droids on the ship that we came on, like 2?
Did you take any with you?
Come on.
I assumed we. Well, I don't want to take them away from the pilots, though.
Look. You want to spend a force? You want to spend a force point? I will give you. How many dope ass? You can have as many of your dope ass astromechs as you want.
We'll deploy the minions. All right,
my astromech can help out. I mean, I don't need it to fly a speeder.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Second
I suppose that's right. We're taking speeders. We're not taking the X-wing, right?
Yeah, because these things are like the X-wing's designed for goddamn space combat, and flying through a fucking crazy canyon, I mean, is doable. You guys did it, but it's not like advisable.
I feel like Ketch would just say, "Hold my beer."
Yeah. To be fair, yeah, but that's Ketch. And he's like, one catch is worth like almost all of Vortex Squadron, save Talia, the captain, and the recently sick commander, or the recently sick hotshot pilot. That I forgot about this. Talia, they think you did that. Right? There's some
Who
rumors,
thinks I did what with what?
There are rumors in the base that you were actually responsible for the poison of the most recent hotshot pilot in Vortex Squadron.
So he got poisoned and died? Was sick or what?
He's sick. He's sick, but they suspect poison because
I think they suspect poison because I turned him down for a couple dates.
Sure, absolutely.
Yeah,
but yeah. So for the record, that is going on within your area. I'll say that Seth, you actually know that.
Okay.
Because you were asking around last session about the people and stuff. You were talking to them, so you know about that.
Poison. Crude.
I'll also say that Triton, Triton, since you asked around, Triton and Garen, because Catch all he did was fix a ship, but he did get it modded. It's like you guys were advancing the plot. What I did was get my weapon fucked up. Yes. But so I will say that Triton and Garen, you both hear snippets of that. Garen, you hear that as you're sort of overseeing security stuff, and that's what you learn is that there was a recent poisoning, and that the primary suspect is Talia. But but that's all. It's all shit evidence. And then Triton, you know the exact same thing. It is bullshit hearsay evidence, but she's the only suspect.
Why all gonna be racist in this space
over here? We have one suspect. Yeah, they can do what they want.
And catches him.
No. That's the thing. It's all bullshit evidence. She's a person of interest, right?
But does the command staff?
I'm probably also the only non-human besides Click here, to be honest.
No, the command staff thinks it's bullshit. They absolutely trust her. Yeah.
Okay.
They absolutely. The command staff, they do trust her.
Catch is in the room with us, right?
That being said, she is she is in internal investigations.
I'll quietly lean down to Catch and say, "Just be careful."
Yep.
All right, so
someone thinks you're cuddly, and just be careful.
I'm gonna go pee, and then we're gonna go on our mission out as Vortex Squadron instead of Gorak Squadron. So let's go ahead. You guys can talk amongst yourselves and plan and go from there.
As someone who can kill people efficiently, why would I waste my time with poison? That's been my go-to defense, and people who know me here know better than to say that kind of shit and disrespect me.
We weren't even going to go down that path, but now.
Look, I've been poisoned before. I don't wish that on anyone.
So I forget, did we say we're leaving our astromechs are going to be the ones working on it? Or did we have the dope-ass astromechs working on it?
I was going to spend a point to get the astromechs.
Yeah. Let's use the dope-ass astromechs.
Because our astromechs aren't good enough. We need the dope-ass ones.
I was going to say, because I think mine's got better stats than the dope-ass astromechs.
Yeah, but are you going to take your X-Wing, or are you
adding out yours?
I don't know. It's a good question. Yeah, it's because I said, well, he's my B-lister. That's what I ended up deciding. Because after a while, I was like, I theoretically had a B-lister, but I never really did. So I was like, you know what? I've already been saying that my astromech is named. I may as well make him my B-lister. And it kind of makes sense.
Technically, did you have the only B-lister who wasn't kidnapped on the mission?
I think so,
mine
yeah.
wasn't either.
That's right. I think Doctor Who Wouldn't Sleep with Tyler isn't... Look at how she's posted.
Yeah, he's got fucking Codebreaker, which apparently means you decrease the difficulty of checks to break codes or decrypt communications by 1. So,
Not bad.
And he's got 4 intelligence and 2 computers, 2 mechanics, and
I started out Rockman, and geez, giving a cybertech boat lots of XP makes it.
Oh yeah, it's amazing.
Crazy at character.
Yeah. Well, it's funny. So, like I think I've told you guys, Wrecked is based on my character I'm playing in my other game. Like he not based on. He is the character I'm playing in my other game. After doing my stats for my B-lister here, I'm like, I think I'm gonna redo my character to match this one. Because this one actually looks like he can get stuff done and not fail astrogation checks every time.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Did we all just get a Patreon alert?
Nope, I'm still here. Okay. Computer just froze up for a second.
Let's see.
Ugh. So now that we're gonna get shitty speeders, we'll probably all crash and die.
Yes. I may have upgraded my piloting planetary in preparation for this.
My piloting planetary is great.
Mine's probably not as good as it should be for being catch.
I'm gonna go grab some chips and salsa. I'll be right back.
That seems smart. Oh, sleepy doggo. Oh, I'm so ready for the next snowstorm we're gonna get on Tuesday.
Oh, you gonna lose power again?
Maybe.
We thought we were gonna have crappy weather going down to Tulsa, but it was beautiful.
Yeah.
All right, I think what are we missing, Kevin?
Yeah, he's getting chips.
Nice. Chips is a solid choice.
Long range scanners are usually better.
Yuck, yuck, yuck.
What about hot chocolate with what's it called? Bailey's. Seems good for the current weather outside.
Mike, just as we predicted, you got extra robotity as soon as the session started.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Do.
All right, is everybody here? Are we good?
Hmm.
No, we're
Still getting
Kevin.
chips.
Yeah.
Oh, we lost. There he is.
Is that any better?
Yeah.
There you go.
All right. Let me know if it does that. I think I've got the fix now. Restart headset. Reconnect. Roll 20.
Oh man.
Who man? What about who mans?
Who mans? What about what mans?
Why, man? Why?
All right, so
Those chips are in Mordor.
he took longer than me, and I got like all sorts of supplies. All right, so what do we think of Bodrum base so far?
It's a base.
Well, they've already been compromised. They've had a poisoning. So they're failing my checklist right now. I don't know how they got some X-Wings.
They upgraded my ship, so I'm liking them so far.
Yeah, they were nice enough to let me win all their money and then give it back to them.
All right, so let's see here.
And then we lost Catch.
I'm here. Wireless headsets.
So you all meet up with Captain Bess at in the main hangar. He finishes looking over his data pad, and hands it over to a droid engineer that rushes it off. Hands it to Centina's assistant, who nods and then pushes a button, and then the droid starts to get working on some nearby airspeeders. And he turns to you, kind of looks at all of you gruffly. All you brought is bad luck to him. And he says that I need you to fly a flight of sand speeders out to patrol area to go out and patrol Gerard's sector. And he sort of looks at Talia half accusatorily, but also like, I'm trusting you on this, right? In sector 16, 17, and 18, shouldn't take more than a standard hour or two, at which point you'll return to base for debriefing, and we're going to count on you. He says that with these things being two-seaters, because this is, by the way, these are snow speeders, except for they're sand speeders. This being two-seaters, we're going to give you out 3 of them, and that should be fine for the patrol. Talia, just in case, or hold up, who's riding with who? And pretend that Dante's here and wants to ride with Talia, but he's not here to make decisions.
Well, Ketch is obviously flying. He really doesn't care who gets back seat.
Mm-hmm. I would prefer to have the gun seat anyway.
I can fly one.
So that's Ketch and Seth. Who is the third pilot?
I'm assuming Mav's piloting, right?
No. Did you not hear me?
No, I can hear you.
Okay, cool. I just wanted to make sure I didn't lose connection.
I'll volunteer to go with Garen.
Seems like a smart choice.
I'll throw Dante in my back seat as usual.
So that puts Ketch and Talia.
Sounds good.
Wait, that concerns me.
There's no evidence I poisoned anybody.
I go back over to him, and as I'm getting ready to go on the back of the speeder with Garen, I tell Ketch, again, be careful.
I just nod and go, yup, yup, as I always do.
Like you're not sure.
What does that even mean?
Yeah, I don't quite know what you mean, but yup, yup.
I'm just worried, she's scratching me and a purring.
Talia just glares at Triton and then rolls her eyes into the back of her skull, rolls them back.
Go ahead.
Oh, wait until the eye roll's done? As the eye roll finishes?
Why would I hurt such a cute little creature who's already been hurt enough by the Empire? Why would I do that? Tell me.
All right, so all right, so you guys are all in. Hold up, let me go ahead and
I'll put myself on my head.
All right, save as. Sorry for not thinking about this ahead of time, but luckily I'm good at this on the go. Speeder. All right, cool. Check your handout for stats for the Sand Speeder. The T-47 Sand Speeder.
Oh, that's different. That's different than the normal T-47. Interesting.
Yep.
Because it's a sand speeder.
So, one is a pilot. One is a co-pilot / rear gunner. Feel free to enter that into your vehicle if you like, or do whatever. I don't care. Just get your dice rolls right. Anyway. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Anyway, so let's go ahead and you take off into the Bodrin Desert. The repulsor lift engines hum to life as you launch out of the hangar and through the gauntlet on your way to your first sector. Set sector, I think 16, 17, and 18, right? Something like that. Yes, 16, 17, and 18. So you go to sector 16 first. The canyon isn't nearly as daunting now that you're in like a smaller, slower craft with better handling. And zooming between the spires, it almost seems fun this time. Whereas last time you're like, fucking launching concussion missiles at like the pristine canyon and just like ramming
that
through it.
Fun?
Yeah, for the record, that is something I will always tell people is the shortcut via ramming.
Terrain features are merely a suggestion.
Indeed.
All right, so let's go ahead and I want to see a piloting check from the pilots. Actually, if the co-pilots are helping, let me know. Or if you're doing something else on your flight out.
My co-pilot will certainly help me.
Of course I'll help people because I do that and not murder them.
All right, so
poison them.
Planetary.
Co-pilots, go ahead and give me an average piloting check for your co-pilot ability. I'm built in. Average is built in, so feel free to roll it.
You said the co-pilots need to do that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you wanna help out on the way out. Re-roll that Triton. Blanks are bullshit, and I can't even tell a story, it's not good for me.
Yeah.
I'm so happy with my roll.
Catches too.
All right, I don't remember what happens on advantage on co-pilot checks, but I know that everyone's difficulty is downgraded one.
Ooh.
Yep.
Nice.
All right. Let me know when you're ready.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and everyone... All right, so first...
Everyone's got the 2 blue from...
So my first question is, how fast are you flying out of the canyon?
Oh, jeez.
Fast. Well, it depends. Where do we need to go? That's probably... Where are we actually patrolling?
You're going out of the canyon and patrolling the east of the area... and 3 sort of like sectors. So you're basically flying out of the canyon, patrolling east, and then coming back down.
I would recommend taking a slow approach since we're trying to keep our eyes out for things and we don't want to miss anything.
How fast did we go last time?
Like 3. You
I want speed
crazy
4.
assholes.
I got a Jedi in the backseat. We'll be fine.
What could go wrong?
Nothing.
I'll just move the mountain out of the way.
Yeah, we can go speed 3. Why not? You downgraded it. You co-piloting. That's cool. We're good. +2 handling on this ship. We're fine.
All right. So the silhouette of this ship is
2.
2.
All right. And you're going speed 3.
Yep.
No, Ketch can absolutely go speed 3. Seth is going speed 1.
All right. So you're going speed 3.
I'm the
two.
I'm the Vanguard.
All right. So, Garen, I've got a downgraded 1, upgraded 2. Wait, it's dice. It's not upgraded. This is right. I've got it's 1 purple, 2 red, 1 downgraded, 2 blue is what I added to your dice pool.
That sounds like a lot.
You're going really fast. These
Okay.
are the rules. These are the rules.
All right.
You've flown in this canyon before.
Here we go. Ah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Ah.
How did you get 4 blues?
Why do I have 4 blues?
Did you add 2 blues?
No.
Is that what
There should
downgrade does?
Two of those should be from the handling.
Yeah, I know. That I didn't add anything. I mean,
did you enter in a handling?
No.
Ah, fuck it. I'm into it. Yeah, so you blow through the canyon in blistering fast speed.
As we do,
want to be racing cat.
All right, so yeah, okay, so that is your roll. Write that down. It was 5 and 3.
5 and 3.
Okay.
Are we actually racing?
Yeah. Hold up.
Oh,
first,
okay.
Actually, no. Hold up. Are you actually racing? Question mark.
Oh, hell yeah.
Maybe without words, not a formal race, but yes, totally.
All right. So I'm going to go ahead and tell you that.
Cat just has to do his roll, and if he does worse, he loses. It's fine.
Yeah. Are you going speed 3 as well?
Me? If we're racing, I'm doing speed 4.
This is why I rode with you.
Also, if we're racing, I've got the shortcut ability, so I could add another blue die.
All right. So how I'm going to do this? If you're doing speed 4, the difficulty is higher, but
Talia also rolled really well on that piloting planetary check or co-pilot check.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
I'm going to let's see here. That makes it. This is the difficulty.
I've got 3 blue dice added on my end right now.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and I'm going to say that I want to see what you roll, but you attempted to go it faster. So I'm going to say if you make the success at the faster speed, unless like you get some massive disadvantage or something, you're probably going to win.
No.
Okay. All right. Let me know when you're ready.
All right, go ahead.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm going to say you win that. Because here's the thing, like say you subtract 2 successes for the harder difficulty of going
Should
faster.
Be a tie then. Should clearly be a tie.
You know what? Fine. You guys go out at the. You guys absolutely. So literally, it's a matter of like catches like going all balls out, but every so often he has to like pull G's and like stop and accelerate, whereas Garen's sort of taking it in a quicker but maybe a little bit less aggressive fashion. And you guys go back and forth, and you both come out at the exact same time, and then like 30 seconds later comes out Seth. Go.
Yeah, because I think technically my co-pilot is still sleeping one off in the back.
Mm-hmm. So Seth
complaining about not being able to go with Talia.
Yeah, absolutely. So Seth, go ahead and give me a piloting check.
All right.
Yeah, so you make it out like 30 seconds later, just absolutely fine. You're like, you just like kind of like shaking.
Actually patrolling.
Yeah, you're actually patrolling, and all these assholes are just like, just beelining, like racing to spots, and like first one to this spot, and like they're like beelining their ass over there.
Or as I prefer to it is drawing fire.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly.
We all got 3 advantage. We all saw everything. We're good.
Anyways, the canyons begin to widen out, and you find yourself kind of flying over a rocky mesa. The bluish purple sky, that's kind of bluish purple, seems to stretch on forever, and before long it seems like you're seeing the same scenery over and over again. It's like you're flying over space, Utah or something. I want you to, as you go through though, and you're talking, you notice that you're communicating because because basically, Garen and Ketch are shit talking, right? And the shit's talk starts to like break up and mess with you. And let's see here. I can do this. Anyways,
I won't talk with.
Your the radio static kind of comes up and it's a little bit like louder in the area you're in.
Maybe you two should stop shit talking and realize that I think we got more of those little blinking friends going on here, because my comm sure as hell ain't working.
I don't think we heard that.
Who has a cunning of 3 or higher, or perception of 1 or higher?
I do.
I have a cunning of three or higher, and I have a perception of 1.
Cunning 3 or higher, and perception of 1.
I have the same.
Yeah, also very cunning.
Also cunningly perceptive.
Also, if we're in our ships, we all get 2 blue dice added to our perception rolls.
We do?
Yes.
Because Ketch is an awesome squad leader.
Yes.
I have 1 in perception. I'm just a little short for cunning.
Situational awareness.
This is not the right one. I can get there.
Oh, my neck.
All right, so you notice absolutely another one of these beacons are on the side of a rock. Whoever, like, basically, who notices it, right? That's Ketch and
Garen, probably, and Triton. Probably all 3 of us.
yeah. So the 3 of you notice this on your ships. What do you guys say?
Wait, they're on the ships, or we notice them?
You notice them as like you're flying by. Like who has the highest perception?
I have 3 with 1.
I say
Same.
So you guys literally notice them at the same fucking time. Congrats. Is the exact same device. What do you do?
So, can we communicate with each other, or are the comms just out?
Oh yeah, absolutely. The comms are like there's radio static, which I can increase, but
There's something down there.
Want some
You're gonna blow that up, right?
Yeah. Should we shoot it?
You know the answer to that.
Yes.
Get away!
all right. So do you shoot it down?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Awesome. Go ahead and someone.
You want me to do it? Because I am a gunner.
Yeah. Do me a favor. I want Garen. You plan on shooting it, right?
Oh yeah.
All right. So I want you guys to roll me an initiative check.
And then
Okay. Vigilance or cool?
I'm gonna say this is vigilance because it's who notices it faster to fire.
Everyone add their 2 blue dice to that.
Oh. That's wrong. That's not my role.
I apparently blaked out or something.
Oh, hold up. I'm on it. Well, I actually don't know your initiative. What is your vigilance?
So all initiative checks for me are actually my survival.
Okay.
So it should be 2 yellows and a green.
All right. Go ahead and roll 2 yellows and a green.
Okay, this should work this time. Okay.
Jeez.
Talia, what is your vigilance? Is it 2 green?
Yeah, I think so.
Dang. All right. So Garen, go ahead and give me because this is a small target.
Sure.
Go ahead and give me a gunnery check. We'll say this is at close range.
Oh, close range.
Because your weapons are close, aren't they?
Yeah, they are.
Yes. I think. Look at that again, just to make sure. Yes, they are close range. Damage 5.
Go ahead and roll your weapon. I've got it built in.
Okay. God, I feel like they changed this shit. They didn't. Nothing fancy. Just gonna roll it.
Yeah, you you succeed. Your damage is enough. It blows blows that rock outcropping over, and anyways,
I think I would assume that they have linked, and I could crit. If
you kill them is the point.
Okay. Yeah. It happens.
It absolutely happens.
All right. Good.
So you absolutely blow one of those out of the water, and your communication's a little bit better. What do you do after you blow that out of the water? Like, so clearly there's another one of these devices in the area. What do you all want to do?
Oh, they're okay.
I want to look for more of them.
Yeah, we should fan out and scan the area.
We should blow them all up until we can have radio conversations again.
I'm for it.
Yep.
Can we reach the base with our comms right now, or are they too jammed for that?
Yeah. You can. You just destroyed it, so yeah, you can absolutely reach the base.
Okay.
Do you report it to the base?
Yeah, report that we located another jamming device, destroyed it, scanning the area for any more additional communication disruptors.
You hear Major Yalor, the person who greeted you at the beginning, say that the general acknowledges your transmission and that they'll send a crew of engineers to investigate it right away.
Excellent. Off topic. Did we ever actually pick out call signs for each other?
You can if you want to.
We should do that at the end of the session.
Right now you're Vortex Squadron, right?
No, you're right. So it wouldn't even matter right now.
All right. So go ahead and give me a perception check with advantage.
Everyone, or
one of you is going to give one. I'm going to say that everybody else is 8. Actually, let's do a combined.
Which I think is like all the same.
Yeah.
What is who has the highest? What is the
perception? We all have the same.
It's all 3 and 1.
It's all 3 and 1.
Yep.
Just 3 greens.
2 1. Sorry, 2 1.
Yellow and 2 greens.
All right, so I'm going to say y'all one of you 8. Who wants to make the perception check?
I'll do it. Sure.
Okay, roll it.
What?
That's not right.
I
don't have anything.
So many things.
What kind of experiments did they do on you?
All right. I don't know why there's 2 extra.
When can I
You can't even see over the dashboard.
Why is there so many?
Yeah,
that is not right at all.
This is my fault. Try it again.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Oh, son of a gun.
Seriously?
You get it once quick over, and there's absolutely no other. There's no other one of these in the area. So you head on off to the next sector. As you circle back around towards the base, kind of like on your final sector of your patrol, Major Yalor's sort of tinny voice comes over the comms. Vortex 4, come in. We've got a strange signal coming in from the area. Can you check it out and let us know what you find? Arta base out, or sorry, Bodrin base out.
Roger, Roger.
10-4.
You do some. Who's got the? Everybody in the in each ship, give me a either a computers check or a perception check. It's that I'm going to let you guys do this one ship each.
Now I get good perception rolls.
Your pool catch.
No, that's right. Well, the 2 blue dice is from. Everyone should be getting that for the perception if they're in their vehicles.
Oh, right, their vehicles.
I don't know where the 3rd blue die came from, but.
I mean, it didn't add anything, so.
Yeah. That being said,
Catch
why couldn't I do that before?
You guys notice on your scanners. You notice a probe droid. Is a probe droid is sort of floating around the desert.
Well, that obviously needs to be shot.
I would agree.
Is this another race to see who's going to shoot it first?
Yes.
It is an initiative check, so let's go ahead and let me go ahead clear before we roll initiative.
Turn order. There aren't currently any tokens on this page, but take a turn. Right-click a token and choose Add a
Oh,
turn.
right. That's probably my bad. I can fix that.
Or go back to the other screen, maybe, I guess. I don't know.
I can do this. I can do this.
Just pull
I
it.
believe in you, Ricky.
I don't have any faith.
I believe in you. Oh no. Mary Troubadour, who's flying that thing?
All right. Let's go ahead and have you roll initiative.
Which one? Cool or vigilance?
I'm gonna say vigilance for sure.
Yes.
Are we adding 2 blues automatically, or
Yes.
should we be doing that manually?
I've been doing it manually, but
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Let me try that again then.
Ew. Wait.
At the very top.
you can do it in the initiative area where it says modifiers plus 2B.
Where's the initiative?
Doo, doo, doo.
Damn it. Garen's going to have to shoot it first again.
So don't do it in the skills section?
Correct.
Where is it at then?
There's an actual
under
initiative.
combat.
There's an
Yeah.
initiative section.
Oh, in the combat tab, duh.
I don't know. It's not the most intuitive thing, but
Yeah, so a whole bunch of people have rolled initiative. I need to actually know what yours are.
2 and 1.
3 and 2.
4 and 2.
2 in a triumph.
You can
Mine
use
is-
the triumphs, Garen.
Mine is 2 and 3.
So 1, 2, 3.
Triumphantly vigilant.
All right, so it is PC, NPC, PC, PC.
Are we missing a PC?
Fast
PC,
droid.
and then a PC. Shit.
Ooh, which PC are we missing here?
There we go.
There we go.
It doesn't
Wait a
matter.
minute.
It doesn't matter. All right, so a PC goes first. Who wants to go?
I'm going to try and see if I can't figure out if this probe droid is transmitting, and if so, what?
Do we want that to be the first slot since he gets to go immediately after?
Well, you guys are going to blow him up. I'd rather do that before he explodes.
That is a fair point.
Yeah, that's the point. If you were to spend like the slot just checking him out versus someone.
Yeah, I'll jump in on that.
All right, go ahead and give me a computers check.
All right, I'm going to spend a light side point for this.
All right.
Ready?
Let me upgrade you and set a difficulty. Go ahead. That should be upgraded.
It should be upgraded.
Try that one more time. Check your sheet out. Do you have any downgrades or anything in there?
No, not that I'm seeing. Let me sync my pool with yours and try that again. No, it's not upgrading.
Huh. Try it one more time. Try it now.
Nope.
What the goddamn hell? All right, roll up. Put an upgrade on your sheet.
Sure, let me just do it this way.
Work.
Jesus.
All successes until you made me upgrade it manually.
All right, so now that we're here with the right number, yeah, it's sending some sort. It's got some sort of communications going on. You don't share with it.
Started at the bottom, now we at the bottom.
Mm-hmm. And it goes to shoot. Who was in the race? Who was in the lead?
Garen and I were tied.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and roll 1d2. One is Garen. One is 2 is catch. Did that not roll? 2
There,
catch.
roll.
Yes, because I always shoot catch.
Always.
It is the goddamn rule.
I haven't had time to take evasive maneuvers. I'm going speed 4 though, so FYI, however that affects you.
Let's see here.
I don't think it does for targeting.
I thought it did. I know it affects it for gaining the advantage.
So
I'm pretty sure the only thing with targeting is silhouette.
what's your silhouette right now?
2.
2.
It's gonna feel so good. Silhouette 2.
What a schmuck.
What a sadist. Wants to see the poor cute teddy bear get shot.
I'm gonna say that you guys are currently close range.
Well, that's just rude.
Go ahead and roll it.
Droid one shots. It's oh wow.
Nothing happens. I'm gonna go ahead and not give them reroll. So yeah, he misses you. He fires at you and misses. And
I wanna
starts
shoot him.
and as his movement, he's going to.
By all means, catch, go first. It did try to hurt you.
He's gonna go ahead and like hide behind a dune or something. Sort of.
He can certainly try.
I'm on the left.
easy.
You guys can take this one.
So I want to move. I want to move to. I guess I'll have to take a maneuver then to get him and maneuver around and get him.
Okay.
Get him in my sights.
Give me a average piloting check.
All right, let me know when you're ready, Ricky.
I am ready.
One sec. Yes.
Pew pew pew.
Well, I've got a triumph, so I think that's one upgrade right there. So I've got him dead in my sights.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I think I can do the upgrade on my thing here.
Yep.
All right, and then I'm gonna shoot it.
Gunnery.
Yep. Ready?
Yep.
Well, linked one seems like the thing to do, and then blue dice to somebody else.
let's see. So that's 10 damage out, right?
That is correct.
Well,
5
considering.
twice. So right.
So yeah, you launch into this thing, and it's got sparks flying out of it and everything.
That's what you get for trying to shoot us, you stupid droid.
Yeah, so it absolutely is like sparking, but it's not dead yet.
And like I said, that's why at last advantage, we'll say I let everyone know that where to hit it, so it'll add a blue dice to the next person's roll.
Nice.
Whoever your gunner is should probably shoot it.
That they should.
Gunner's arc is to the rear.
Yeah.
Oh, Ricky, I'm going to take evasive maneuver section with my
Here's the
second
thing,
action.
currently there's no gain the advantage either way, so it's...
Oh, in that case I won't take evasive maneuvers. Talia's going to shoot.
Yeah, totally, you can shoot.
Oh, I can? Cool. Okay, so I just should roll my gun. It's gonna be fun.
You know, Garen, if you would have shot it, it would have blew up in one shot.
I know, but you gotta give him some. You gotta give someone else.
You guys haven't seen me roll yet, so.
Comms weren't on.
You hit, what is...
By the way, I have an auto fire on my gun, and I can totally use that.
And the speeder?
Damage 3, crit 4.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so you deal 3 damage to it. And auto fire again, and the second shot blows it up.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so you blow it up.
Light 'em up on fire!
As the smoke from the destroyed probe droid sort of dissolves into nothing, you look up in the clouds and you see the dread silhouettes of Imperial Star Destroyers on the horizon.
It's gonna be bad.
Garen, you got this.
I got it.
The silhouettes of your stomach drops as your worst fears are confirmed. The Imperial Starfleet has found the Bodron base.
Great. Can we? There are only 2 Star Destroyers in the entire system. They're both there.
Oh.
Well, that'd be cool.
Actually, you know what? That might work out in our favor.
All right.
So you're saying if we kill them, they can't call anybody for backup? Not immediately.
That's true, but I know how much shit a Star Destroyer has.
It's bad.
Yeah, it's not good.
Bad.
Yeah.
So, like, evacuation bad?
Speak of yes.
Does this place have a shield?
Considering it was already kind of compromised,
All right.
I don't
so
know.
I want you all to give me an easy fear check.
Oh,
Go
shit.
ahead.
Discipline.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's discipline, right?
Yep.
Shoot.
We're not adding
Discipline or willpower.
Yes, I can add a blue dice.
We don't add the 2 blue because
No, I don't.
right?
Train, do you have any great
Holy shit.
discipline boosting abilities for people around you?
Oh, okay.
Give me a second.
That'd be Dante, honestly. Actually.
Yeah, I don't.
Well, the Jedi might have a tube.
Mine's all
I'm not afraid of no ships. Not even.
Actually,
not even.
if I can make a leadership check here, everyone would add a blue dice to it.
All right, go ahead.
All right, I'm gonna make a leadership check. Let me know when you're ready, Ricky.
I'm ready.
All right, here we go. Nope, sorry.
All right. Keep rolling your discipline.
right.
I
I got this, guys. Don't worry.
Shit.
Damn it.
Oh god, our sharpshooters are freaking out.
Yep.
Oh, fuck.
You guys add a black dice to all checks and for the rest of the encounter.
You mean whoever failed?
All right, we can just add that on our end, or are you going to add that?
I'll add it. Actually, add it on your end. Just add a black dice.
Okay.
You failed.
Fun time.
All right, so you can take advantage of your vantage point to gather some crucial information about the oncoming attack.
I've got my data pad out.
I will let you roll a average computers, knowledge warfare, or perception check. Go from there. Let me know, because with perception, I believe you do get a bonus from catch. So let me know if you're rolling perception.
I'm rolling perception. It's my best one.
So let's go ahead.
Yeah.
Seth, what are you rolling?
I'll roll perception as well.
Okay.
What's the bonus? We get 1 or 2
One
or
blue.
2.
2?
2 blue? Really? Well, yeah.
Yeah,
Is anyone
yeah,
not,
pretty much when you're in your ships, you get 2 blue.
is
I
anyone
get
not
three.
is anyone not rolling perception?
Not anymore.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and roll. Everybody. Seth, re-roll, because blanks are bullshit.
Where's our blues?
I had to add
Don't
my
see me
All right,
lose.
try again. Try this again.
Should we put them ourselves?
No.
Okay, hold on. Sync pool. Sync. Let's try again.
All right, still fucked up. I don't know what it is.
I blanked out.
All right,
Wow.
okay, all right. So add the blues to your own side.
It didn't work either. Jesus. Weird.
Catch!
Yeah, I see all throughout time and space.
I see quite a
Yeah, Garen's got it.
Anybody else?
No, we see nothing.
bit.
I see nothing. Nosh.
I see quite a bit, and Garen sees something triumphant, apparently.
All right.
I succeed as well.
Imperial transports are entering the atmosphere. 6 large transports are landing towards the end of the gauntlet, preparing to disembark Imperial troops. And the transports are Theta-class AT-AT barges, each
Of course they are.
capable of carrying a single walker.
Do we have tow cables?
No.
No, we don't! God damn it!
Data indicates that Theta-class barges must deploy their AT-ATs with legs folded, which requires time to bring the unit to full operation.
Have they landed yet?
Talia is twitching because she sees so many Imperials that she could kill, but she knows that we're probably gonna have to leave, and she doesn't like it.
TIE bombers are heading into the gauntlet, likely to destroy any bunkers or laser cannon emplacements. 2 squadrons of TIE fighters are on their way from orbit from the Star Destroyers.
I just realized we don't have concussion missiles right now.
No, we don't.
Oh, shit.
One of the TIE squadrons contains the new TIE Interceptor model.
So
Oh.
That's.
So,
you're
how long
base?
before the transports land, or are they landing right now?
They are already like landing.
So we couldn't say knock an AT-AT like out of the sky before it landed.
No.
Damn it.
okay, we got to get back to base and report
Yeah,
it
yeah.
and get our
And
actual
let's
ship.
go back. Whoever, yes, just who
What?
wants to go ahead and relay this?
Whose idea was this?
Whose idea was it to sabotage my fucking base? Because I don't like this.
Whose idea was it to give us sand speeders instead of snow speeders?
I
mean-
the answer to that is Fantasy Flight Games.
God damn it.
Damn you,
Alright.
FFD!
So,
So we're gonna report this, obviously.
my
Yeah, we
question,
really.
my
I
question
will-
for you is, back in the gauntlet, full speed or speed 3? Those are the only 2 speeds that will prevent you from getting gunned down by TIE interceptors.
I'm already going speed 4, so I'm just gonna keep going the same speed.
I'm not driving, so I
We.
can tell you.
I'll Yeah, fuck it, speed 4.
Okay.
Okay, let's do it.
All right. So,
Would you, Ricky? Would you say we're being chased here?
yes.
Cool.
Hey, that means we can shoot out the back, right?
No. The goal is to not be within firing range of the tire. So.
Oh, okay.
But if they do show up,
If they do show up, they're going to regret it. Especially that new fancy one. I want to shoot it.
Sure.
Yep.
Yeah, it's gonna go great for you guys.
Yeah, I can't imagine their sucker.
How much hull threshold does your do your ships have?
4.
4.
Oh yeah, this is gonna go great.
Yeah.
Here you guys
let's
got your,
let's
do you,
maybe
do you
get out
guys
of here.
have your astromechs there?
Yes.
Oh, because remember
No,
we
you
said
gotta-
that they were doing shit at the base.
Cool. Do you have your
roll.
wingmen
roll,
to
right?
take damage for you?
Nope.
No,
Cool.
Ricky, you're a terrible person.
Yeah. Go ahead and fight some TIE interceptors. It's gonna go swell for you. Tell me what happens when you die. I won't tell you because I won't kill you. You have to tell me. Anyways, so
Let's get out of here, Catch.
to
Flies into the Star
to
Destroyer
outrun-
bridge and take it
to
down.
outrun those TIE interceptors, everyone's going speed 4.
Yep.
Punch it, Catch.
Who wants to
Yeah.
roll first?
I think our co-pilot should.
Yes.
Sure, what are we rolling for?
Planetary?
Oh, we're doing the co-pilot assist thing?
Yeah, it's an average. It's an average co-pilot check.
Okay.
We'll have the black if you failed your.
Do we need to add the black manually?
The co-pilot.
Yes.
the
Yeah, add the
co-pilot-
black on your end because mine's just not working.
You passed friends. You don't need to.
What did my triumph do?
You noticed a bunch
Still
of
really
shit
like
about
that roll.
the invasion.
Okay. Fuck. You fucks.
I gave you more knowledge about how fucked you are. Yeah.
All right,
Like-
cool.
Can someone roll for Dante?
I failed, but you can add 2 blue dice to your roll, Garen.
Thanks.
All right.
Am I gonna be
Why
like
does that Dante
6
give me a blue
blues
die?
with this roll now? Just
Yeah. You get a blue die out of it.
All right. I've got my downgrades put in, Ricky. So
Okay.
All right. So, Catch, you want to fly in first?
sure, let's do it.
I'm gonna spend a dark side point.
Oh, you son of a-
Whoa! How about flipping a dark side point, coachies?
Chrome
What?
Droid flips the light side.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Ricky.
Sorry.
Rude.
Yep.
I got this. Everything's fine.
Please
you?
flip it back.
There it is.
That sounds good.
There we go.
All right.
Give me a second, actually. I need to. I think the probe droid's fucking everything up.
We still got initiative going on, so
Oh no, initiative's off right now until you get caught. All right, so this is your dice roll. I'm good. Go ahead.
all right, here we go.
You have your handling and shit, don't you?
Yes. And my shortcut. God damn it! Wait, that's not right. That's not right at all. That makes. Oh, I see. Never
You
mind.
subtract a black dice, though, don't you?
Yes.
Okay, so that
Which I've got that plugged in.
it's not working, right? Try
Oh,
roll that one more time.
Yeah, no, I had the downgrade put it on the wrong side, so that was part of my problem. All right, here we go.
Up!
All right,
Yes!
so you make it in fine. All right, so who's next?
Might as well. Well, why don't we have Seth go?
Because Catch,
So
because
Catch can pass some more stuff in.
Yeah, take a shit ton of advantages, guys. You guys can follow me in, and
you want to give one to Seth, one to Garen, and one to whoever moves next.
yeah, go for it.
Cool.
That sounds good to me.
Seth.
Okay.
So add 2 more blues
Okay.
and make your. And I'm also going to use a dark side point.
I am going to use a light side point.
All right. Feel free to upgrade yourself.
Roger that. So you've got everything set?
Yeah, I've got one upgraded difficulty, 3 purples, 1 red, and 1 black.
Okay.
You should have 4 blues and an upgrade on your side.
Roger that. And minus 2 blacks because I am a skilled jockey.
I'm going to go ahead and erase my black then.
Okay. Ready?
Yep. By the skin of your teeth, you make it through.
Skin of your teeth.
Okay, right. Seth is literally flying. Shit.
All right, so Garen, you were also not downgraded. You have 1 blue dice. You should have 3 blue dice right now.
I think I have more from...
He gets 2 from me, because I had a 5 advantage.
I think I have 5 blues right now, which is nutty.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Now, I'd like to use a light side point, not in this roll.
I'm definitely using a dark side point on this roll.
Okay, cool, that's fine. Since those AT-ATs are, well, in the middle of landing, can I use a light side point to determine that those rock monsters are basically already harassing those landing ships?
Anything that's they're harassing the TIE bombers that are flying in.
Okay, like it's a little bit too much then.
Thank you, rock monsters.
They stay in the canyon. They don't like to fly out of the canyon.
That's fair. Okay. Well, I'll use a light side point then.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Ah! There's a despair in there.
Oh shit!
Please tell me you've got that spend a destiny point to re-roll.
It's not a gunnery check or a ranged area check, so nope.
Because you just mentioned it.
So here's the thing: you succeed, but something incredibly bad is gonna.
No,
it's okay.
I'm gonna say that the TIE bombers locate like the primary nest of those rock monsters and bomb the shit out of it. It's clear flying.
Oh.
Yep.
It's okay. Speed 4, we can race the bombers.
Yeah, you make it in okay. Yeah, you guys are not really concerned about the bombers.
And I used the 4 advantage to have that our communication back to the base has already gotten everyone like locked and loaded, and they're perfectly prepped and ready to go, and people are already launching. All right, cool.
Oh yeah, they're already starting to.
Cool. Immediately jump out of the ship and head to the Z-95.
Yeah,
Z-95.
All right, give me a quick second. I gotta go pee.
I say I'm coming ahead to Rec and telling him to get the ship ready.
Seth, you're driving the bus back, right?
What?
No, the bus, sure, because I'm gonna need to have someone help me carry Dante onto the bus because apparently he's still asleep.
Stop through all the shooting.
Not gonna be me with my 2 brawn.
Speak for yourself. I've got 1 brawn.
We don't have our darn co-pilot, or not co-pilots.
Wingman. Yeah, so Garen can't shoot the Star Destroyer down.
Nope. No, I can't.
Catch might actually have to fly a little conservatively.
Well, here's the thing. Are we looking to fly interception missions, or are we evacuating?
I think we're evacuating.
Okay, then I'll take the Mary through the door.
Have to stop like the bombers from destroying the base, right?
Oh, that is true.
So we got to make sure the base is alive long enough to evacuate.
Triton, we may need to grab some starfighters here and fly some interception missions.
Oh, instead of the bus?
Well, we could take the bus. Hold on, let me find let me find the bus stats here.
See if I've got the stats plugged in or not. I used to, and I think my character builder.
Oh look! It seems From a much more disappointing game.
Those two dead stormtroopers up right-hand corner just look like they're dead, but they're just chilling there. It's hilarious, actually. I'm sorry, but it's so hilarious.
All right. So what time is it? We're at 10:35. So you guys get back to the base, and they're starting to, organize. And the General Nial, is in the main hangar, sort of directing people. And as they give you covering fire, Major Yalar says, that the general's urgently awaits your orders to give you a quick debriefing and your next mission. To be fair, yes, that is also an okay reaction, by the way, at this point. You guys land, and there's kind of chaos going on. What do you guys do?
When you say chaos going on,
basically, they're deploying defenses like ASAP, right? So it's not chaos. It's chaos to a civilian.
So, okay. Does this thing have any emplacements that could?
Yeah. There's gun emplacements throughout the base and the gauntlet.
Can they even half stand up to an AT-AT?
Yeah. I mean,
but not the Star Destroyers.
Here's the thing. You're in a canyon, right? They have to go into. Well.
So you're saying they're going to be
given enough time, I think the Star Destroyers would be able to frag them, but we're talking a lot of time. They would probably bury them before they frag them, because the base is so deep. So that's why they're sending in AT-ATs and AT-STs. And the equipment is there that it could reasonably defend itself from these ships. Okay, so let me put it this way. I don't think it's very likely you could defend your base. I think it's a fool's errand.
Confident in D95.
But I do think that the base could that you could do a successful evacuation, right? Yeah, this is more Hoth than Yavin.
Although FYI, system strain threshold on an Imperial class Star Destroyer is 60. And I'm sure we could, if we really wanted, we could flip a destiny point to say that we never unloaded the ion torps.
So the Empire, the general brings you in, and he says the Empire has clearly discovered us, though I don't know how yet. Evacuation is priority 1, and securing as much of this equipment as we can is secondary. We've been scrambling fire to just buy us time, but we don't have much either way. And then another blast just rocks the area. General Nial entreats you for all that you can offer. We need a point team to head into the canyon. I'm not sure who you can spare. As a precaution, we rigged one of the cliff faces to explode, but the comm interference means that we need a team to set the charges manually. We don't need a demolitionist, just someone to push the plunger, so to speak, and time the explosion to bury as many of their walkers as possible. And he hands Triton a data pad.
Okay.
Take this data pad with you as a map of the gauntlet, and you see a map of some of the tunnels that you saw before, and good luck. Now here's the thing, I don't know if you need everyone. For realsies, you can't split the party, but you have currently 3 fighters, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So you only have 3 fighters.
No, wait, we have 2 in the Troubadour.
2 plus Talia's D95.
Right.
So 3.
Yeah, so 3.
So you guys can do whatever you want, right? I'm not going to tell you how to defend the base, but there is that option to help your defense.
So they've already have explosives in place. They just need to have someone push the button.
Mm-hmm.
You know what's a great way to trigger explosives? Lasers.
Or the button.
The button is a good choice.
But if we're in the Starfighters and we can do other stuff, we also have lasers.
I mean, it's a tablet, though. I mean, you could just...
Yeah, but you have to get, like he said, you got to like send a team up there.
Well, here's the thing. Triton's not flying anything. He can absolutely sit in the co-pilot seat of the Mary Troubadour, and we can get him there.
Oh, that'll work. That'll work.
You got to go through those tunnels to get to that location.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's a dismounted mission then.
Yeah. So it would be...
Oh, here's the thing. If we're in tunnels...
You could literally split the party and have Seth and Triton go up and do that blow-up sport. Because here's one thing I will say is there are TIE bombers out, and the Mary Troubadour is a freighter.
It's a freighter with an ace pilot.
Sure.
All right, so what we could possibly do is send Garen, Ketch, and Talia up for Starfighter cover, while Seth and Triton and quote-unquote Dante make our way through the tunnels.
You got a Weekend at Bernie's Dante there.
His call sign is Meat Shield.
Out of curiosity,
like
what is the silhouette of these starships, of like bombers?
Probably 3, I'm guessing.
Bombers are 3, yes.
Okay.
Are you trying to figure out if you can pull them out of the Sky Starkiller style?
I'm not strong enough yet.
Oh my gosh, when we get there. Ooh, good times.
It's going to be fun.
So...
Hey, you can already throw me, though, right?
Absolutely.
Oh, we need to find an opportunity to do that.
We are at 10:45, right? So let's go ahead and call this now, and we will do the Battle of Bodrin next session.
Sounds good to me.
Cool. So one slight caveat. Oh, we can figure it out after the session's done.
Yeah, we got time to talk about it. Let's
Well,
go ahead and do
what I was going to
history.
say is the system opens in 2 weeks, and I'll be in Chicago still. I don't know if I'll be back Sunday night or not yet.
Oh, we can figure that out.
Okay.
That's all negotiable. All right, so let's.
Oh,
go
also my regional's in 2 weeks, so.
I'll throw it out there. I don't think I have anything going on next weekend. So if we wanted to scrunch one up, I'm all for that. But.
I need
I'll
to
be free.
I need to talk to my boss before I agree to any of that.
Yeah, Household 6 needs an input.
Yeah, because I think I work on Saturday, so.
We'll see. We'll figure it out.
Anyways,
Operation Split the Party.
Let's do some history. Seth, who do you know better or worse? Who moved the dial the most for your knowledge of that character?
Well, let me see here. I actually think I know Ketch a little worse because I thought he would have known a little better than to. I mean, I've been looking up to Ketch as kind of a leader, and just hot dogging it like that and nearly crashing himself into the walls. Kind of a. I'm a little let down by you, buddy.
All right. So what does that put you with him?
-2.
Nice. Garen, who do you know better or worse?
So I'm gonna do the least metagame thing possible and say it's Triton. It was a great co-pilot, and we've had our differences recently, but we worked well together. So +1.
What are you at with him now?
Now I'm at 0.
Awesome. Ketch, who do you know better or worse?
I'm gonna just steal Mav's idea and say Talia. She freaking co-piloted the hell out of this last mission. So
what does
puts
that
me at +2.
Nice.
+2.
All right, so write +2 down, Ketch. Yeah. All right, so Triton, who do you know better or worse?
All right, I'm going to modify a line from Dennis Green. I'm going to choose Garen. He is the pilot I thought he was.
The funny thing is he's like
Everyone
not actually a good
quote,
pilot.
right.
He just has like a lot of green dice and gets lucky.
But math works.
Excuse me.
It works. So what does that put you with Garen?
He's at a 3.
Nice.
Ooh,
Now, so
nice.
remember on 3s, when you aid them, you add 2 blue dice instead of 1. All right, and Talia, who do you know better or worse?
You know what? I would have to say, despite trying to do the she's scary and kills people for a living, don't listen to her, Catch. The fact that Catch actually trusted me enough to let me watch his back and was supportive of that, that makes me happy. Gosh.
So do you know
I
him?
feel included, guys.
So do you know him better than?
Yes, I do.
All right. So what does that put your value with Catch now?
Okay, let me pull up the sheets real quick. Ah! Okay. Bio and info. I think I already started out like 2, so he's at the 3 with me.
No, it's the number that he told you.
Oh, he told me?
Yeah.
Oh,
So he told you 0.
Okay. Yeah, he told me 0, so I guess it's 1.
Yep, it's 1 now.
Yeah, you're at a +2 with me, actually, because I start off with -1 with everybody. So, you can blame Ricky for that.
Wait. I'm confused, so I'm just gonna put +1.
That makes sense. All right, cool. That's it. We will figure out the next session.
XPs.
Yeah. So I will go ahead and give you guys 15 experience.
Woot.
Yay!
Just need 10 more.
All right, so 15. There you go. Is there anything else you guys want to cover? Like Matt, weren't you bringing something up, or was that Kevin? I can't remember.
Kevin just brought up the system open, which if that's happening, I'm going to assume also Tyler and Zach are going to be there. Since
Yeah,
they're-
they will be.
So I would say 2 weeks is definitely out. But maybe. I don't know. That's just me. With 3 people out.
That's fine. All right. Well, I mean, worst case, we can just do it in 3 weeks. It's fine. I'm just glad that we're regularly doing it again.
Yeah, like I said, I threw out there that I would be up to do it next week as well if we're going to have the 2 week gap
Like
or
I
3
said,
week gap.
we got to talk to the boss before we can do any of that. All right.
Yep.
Well, if that's the case, anything else that we want to talk about?
Can someone stop the snow from hitting my area?
Can't do that. All right. So I guess
I have one final order of business.
What's that?
Seth doesn't know my real name yet, and he's been calling me Red this whole time, so I trust him enough now that I've seen him again to tell him, you don't have to call me Red, you can call me Talia.
Okay.
I was really hoping you were going to say blue.
I'm
All right.
Blue Dabber-dee Dabber-die.
All right. So I guess we'll go ahead and wrap up Gorak Squadron for this week. Thanks, Galactic, calling it, and good hunting. Sweet.